Good morning, morning, morning. Good to see everybody. Happy Tuesday. What's up, Corey? How you doing, brother?
Fantastic, man. I'm fantastic. Nice background you got there.
Thanks. Remember this this game in Moscow?
Most of it, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, what a good time. What a good time. So I just want to say happy Tuesday, everyone. For anyone that's joining for the first time, obviously our call today. The whole goal of having this Tuesday morning call is to simply share, good news, good things. I believe the world is a more positive place than what some people seem to make it. And also, my ultimate goal is to change the world one leader at a time. And so I'm so happy today that you guys are going to meet Nico from Puro Sentido. Nicolas is my cousin on my mom's side of the family. So we were just chatting a second ago. His mom and my mom, were in New York City in their early years of their careers and their lives living together. So as they were trying to make their way into the U.S. So Nico, first, thanks so much, Primo. I appreciate it. I love you so much, man. I not only the business that you run, the entrepreneur you are, but I love the example that we set for our other cousins and our family. I know we got a lot of entrepreneurs in our family, but I just appreciate you jumping on today and sharing your wealth of knowledge with our team. So we appreciate that.
Oh, thanks a lot, Ken. Good morning to everybody, and thank you for the opportunity, Primo, really. And well, it's a pleasure to be with you this morning on Tuesday. So we'll see how it goes, and yeah.
Awesome. So Nico, so first of all, do you mind sharing a little bit about your company, what you guys do, how you got into the business and how it got started?
Yes, absolutely. My pleasure. Okay, so my company's name is Puro Sentido, which means in English, pure sense. We work with the senses right now with scent and music. We put scent and music for a lot of different industries like retail industries, hospitality, pet stores, everything that you can imagine, car dealers, everything. So I started this company 14 years ago in Bogota, Colombia, and now we have it in 6 different countries. And yeah, this year has been very challenging. Right now I am here in Miami, and yeah, we're seeing how to make it as big as possible and enjoy every second of it. That's what we do.
Awesome. And so essentially, so for anyone that's walked into an Abercrombie and Fitch and there's like a special scent that you smell that Abercrombie is known for, you walk into a hotel or you walk into, really any company that has, scent and audio, essentially, that's what you do. And I remember talking a bit about it. There's actually a pretty big player in this space. How big are they? And I know you've little by little been taking market share from them. But who's your big competition?
Yes, there are 2 really big companies here in the US. They are the biggest in the world. Their name is Scent Air. It's the biggest one, and I think one of the first ones who started with this in the world. They used to put the scent in Disney World and with some big airlines also. As you were saying, Abercrombie and Fitch. They create the whole scent experience, and they even created their perfume. So that's the biggest one in scent. And in music, there's 2 main players. We work with both of them. We partner with both of them. Their name is Mood Media. One of them, the name is Mood Media, and the other one is Play Network. They what they do is they design the playlists and audio logos and audio messages for a lot of different companies like Ferrari, Gucci, and all the biggest brands in the world, the biggest hotels, Marriott, everything. So we partnered with them, but also in Puro Sentido, we have our own musicians, our own DJs. One of my partners is a musician also. So we at Puro Sentido also, as they do, we take some bands, different kind of bands when you're opening a retail store or a hotel, or the mood that you decide to put, we can bring that to you. But those are our biggest competitors, and we also partner with one of them.
And you know, since you, first of all, why entrepreneurship? What was it? I mean, 14 years. How old are you now, Nico?
I'm old now. I am 37 now. I don't know. I think it's in our family veins. I've been trying to sell different stuff since I am in high school. We used to own this big farm, so I started selling milk, eggs, everything to even my teachers in high school. Then I created a fashion brand. Then I created another product with honey. We created solid honey with lemon and orange, everything natural. And then, well, my final project, I went 6 months to Brazil to do an internship there. And I used to have this girlfriend who told me about the scent marketing. I fall in love with her and with the scent marketing. And then I came back to Colombia, finished my university, and decided to just start this business in which I feel a lot of passion, and I'll say, besides having that in my veins and to create opportunities and to believe in ideas and make them reality, I really like what we do at Puro Sentido. I really love art and creating experiences, the best experiences, very client oriented. So yeah, I like to service people and to create memorable experiences. So I think that's why it's passion and adventure.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting because as you know, in the last 10 years or so, I've, taken Corey was one of the guys among a few others that got a chance to go to the World Cup and see some of these soccer games. And, Tomas came with me to Brazil, and my brother went. When you talk about memorable experiences, I agree. It's all about living life, and I call them 10x experiences, right?
Exactly.
The experience is not just about work; it's about, hey, let's live life too. So I love that. And when you say it's in our blood, do you mind sharing just 30 seconds about the family in Colombia? We have a ton of entrepreneurs in our family.
Yes. Well, we have two or three uncles that they are very goal oriented. They work with agrochemicals. One of them, the other one creates furniture for big offices all over Colombia and other countries. Our cousin Tomas owns some hotels. Another cousin of us has an agency of marketing, which is also very big. He's from Venezuela, but he came to Colombia and he started, and he's very big right now. He works with Apple, with IBM and Oracle, and yeah. And also my brother has a firm law. We're very entrepreneurs. I don't know exactly why, but we enjoy that. Yeah. Challenges.
I just remember us being at the house and and just so you guys know, Nico's mom and my mom are sisters, right? So that's the connection. And I just remember being at in our celebration of Abuelito and all the cousins. We had so many cousins that day and family members. We fielded 3 soccer teams. Because they had a soccer field on the side of the house at Nico's house in Colombia. And by the way, Nico and his brothers, every time my brother and I would go to Colombia, we would play 2v2 US versus Colombia. And for whatever reason, the Colombians seem to remember that they won every time, but I not what I remember. So what are some of the, you've had a chance to build your business starting in Colombia. What countries are you in? What clients are you working with now?
Okay. We are right now in 6 different countries. We are here in the US, Mexico, Costa Rica, Colombia, of course. And last year we sold our franchise for the Ecuador. And this year, in the middle of the pandemic, we sold another franchise to Peru. So right now we're in 6 different countries. We manage directly 4 of them, and the other 2 are franchises. Uh, well, before the pandemic, because the pandemic has been very challenging and very interesting, we worked with more than 800 different brands in more than 5,000 places in which we put the scent and music. Um, right now, that diminished almost to half of it. But at the same time, we are working with the end consumer right now, directly for homes and even for your car, because we are able at Puro Sentido to design any scent you want. So we can put any scent in any space that you desire. We can even put a Chanel number 5 in your bathroom, or we can design a special scent for Ken and put it in your car. Some people even call us and ask for what's the scent of money or what's the scent of success. So we work for them and see what that means to them. And we create that special scent or that special music, which inspires this kind of feelings for them and of course for their clients or as I was telling you, even for your home or wherever you want to put it.
Awesome. Awesome. And what have you learned this year, about you as an entrepreneur and about business? Any insights that a lot of the people in the call are less than 5 years into their career and they're just kind of getting started in one of our offices. We do sales, whether it's retail sales or outside sales. Any thoughts on just what you've learned about yourself and business this year?
A lot of them. As I was telling you, as we create physical experiences, a lot of our customers closed because they just weren't able to open or to go to work. So at the beginning, I thought we were finished. So the first 2 weeks, I was just starting to realize the reality, and it was kind of hard at the beginning. Well, it is still very hard, but it was more them. And then I follow a strategy of starting from embracing reality and see where we were exactly. Our revenue diminished almost to the 10% of what it was. So our first goal was to maintain all of our team. Thank God we had some savings so we could focus on our team. And then, as we are fortunate to have a lot of different clients in a lot of different places, we saw the opportunity of start selling products for the pandemic. So we started delivering disinfectants, hand sanitizers, putting some of technology. As we have diffusers, you can put in this diffuser in the air conditioner or everywhere disinfectants, so the space is more clean. So we started offering something which in our opinion was very innovative, in which you mix the scent, a really good scent, which makes you feel that you are in a clean space, but at the same time with disinfectant. So we started with a lot of social media and communicating what we could do. And then from then we started to grow. Thank God that worked, and we're very client oriented, so that helped us a lot in terms of confidence for our clients. So they already believed in us, so we work with really good products, and we started growing from there. Unfortunately, that changes depending on the country you are, because some countries help more than in others. So we even besides the pandemic, as we work with a lot of people, some of them had their personal things going on, different kinds of energy, different kind of things that changed in the pandemic. So I'm here in the US because our team here, we serve a lot of the hotel industry, and that was almost finished. So that's why I came, and I don't know. We learned a lot. We learned about innovation. We learned about embracing reality. We learned about the possibility of the e-commerce, of social media, and the power that that has, and how you can always, whatever the situation, if you believe and you keep, I don't know, believing in yourself and of course in your team, which is the most important thing, you can start from there and you can create. So we're selling even more right now in some countries that we used to that what we were selling before. And
awesome.
And we're never going to stop learning. So here in the biggest country in the world in the economy, we're a very small company, but we're starting to look how we can move forward here, have a lot of vision, and try to play as big as we can. So that's why I'm here.
That's awesome. And it's interesting, right? So you moved away from Colombia to an entirely new country. And although you said, hey, Ken, I don't know if my English is that good. Your English is so great, by the way. And I always thought your English is 10 times better than my Spanish, for the record. But you moved here. A lot of people I hear, people in their early 20s and 30s, they want to be really successful. They have big dreams and big goals. And then sometimes there's opportunities they just don't move for. In our business that we're in, sometimes there's opportunities to move other places and take on other opportunities. And people are like, oh, I'm very family oriented. And they're like, I can't move. And I'm like, so am I. And that's exactly why I take on opportunities, right? My mom came to the US for opportunity to be in America, and you're doing the same thing. You've come to an entirely new country. English is your second language to build your business. And what would you say to those people about taking risks and going for it?
I think is the thing that you're going to remember forever. The things that you decided not to pass. That I don't want to stay with. What if I would move to the US, or what if I didn't take that risk? So I think you only live once, and so you have to make it count. That's what I'm trying to do. Of course, it's not sunshine all the time, and personally, I started to doing a lot of exercise before the pandemic. I was running like 2 miles, and that was a lot for me. Yesterday, I was able to run more than 7 miles, and that has been helping me so much in my mind to stay focused and positive, because of course sometimes it's extremely hard, and it's been very important and at the same time beautiful for me to see that I really enjoy and I have a purpose in what I do. And of course we do at Puro Sentido with all the team, that I really do this because I want to, because I every day decide to do this and I enjoy it. So we're here in the US. I think it's the country that has been more challenging because as we are not American citizens, we are not receiving any kind of help of any kind. But our clients really like the experiences, and we try to be as empathetic with their situation as we can, because we serve a lot of bars and restaurants also who had to close. So they're not able to pay for some months. So we sat with them, or just a call like this, and see, okay, how can we make this work so we can continue and we can understand both of our situations and just keep going. and thank God that's been a good strategy, and we continue doing it. I don't think we are already on the other side. I feel very positive about it, but we continue doing it.
Awesome. So tell me about life. So 5-10 years down the road, you hit the ball out of the park. Life is great. Puro Sentido is $100 million company. What's Nico doing with his time? Where is he living? What's he doing? Is he on the yacht with some of the uncles in Greece and some of the trips they take, or what's Nico doing for what is he doing for fun?
Well, I've been also living between Mexico, Colombia, and now the US. And sometimes, as you were saying, if you are not with the family and all that, you start valuing the important things. So what I would be definitely doing is sharing when you have success or whatever you have. If you don't share it, you don't really enjoy it. So I'll definitely look for how can I share it. Like this, Ken. I don't know. We used to speak maybe once a year. I don't know. And this year we've done it more than 15 times. I'm very grateful, honestly, for the opportunity, and you've been so very kind. So this kind of things is what I'm looking for. Success is not about just money. It's about sharing the what you learn. So I don't know if a yacht or whatever. I like traveling. I like learning, continue learning, and I'll definitely continue with the art. The scent perfume. It's an art that not most people are very familiar with. But if you stop it, if you stop breathing, you cannot live. So I want to study about more about perfume. I want to maybe move to Europe for some years so I can learn more about it.
Awesome.
But just continue enjoying what we do until it makes sense.
Awesome. And for the record, you want to share? You're in Miami, but where are you in South Beach? And where are you now? I forget.
Yeah, 4 years ago when we started, I used to live in downtown in Brickell. Then this time when I arrived, I just arrived at an Airbnb. I wanted to be close to the beach to, I don't know, have some rest. But now I am living in between the beach and downtown. The name is Edgewater. It's a small apartment. It's really okay. It's very comfortable, and I can move very, very easily from here.
Nice. And so obviously these guys are in sales. Any you want to share with the team how do you get clients, and share a little bit of our experience and what we talked about sales wise?
Absolutely. Because it's very interesting that you asked that, because no kidding, if it weren't for you 4 years ago, I don't know if Puro Sentido were still here, because in South America, what we do a lot, or what we used to do, was cold calling, a lot of cold calling. And then we started working a lot with social media, and that has been working. But here, nobody knows us. So we started doing cold calling, but my English is not that good for a cold calling. So I had a lot of no's and like buy and scam likely. So I was very frustrated really at the beginning. I didn't know what to do. I was thinking that I came to the wrong place. And then I decided to call you, and you offered to help us with no more intentions of just helping, which I extremely appreciate. No kidding. And you were very sincere. You said, okay, if you want to gain clients, of course you can do it, but you have to go search for them, go door to door. You directly have to do it. And if that doesn't work, then you have a problem. So that's what we started doing. It was the first time in our life that we did door to door, because it's a really different culture. So we started doing that, and we go with. Let me show you. Let me show you one thing. We go with a bag like this. With a bag like this, it's a Puro Sentido bag, in which we have a special place for the fragrances. So we show them all of our fragrances, or at least a family of fragrances, like this. We have a lot of fragrances here and essential oils. But when we, for example, make them smell our Dolce and Gabbana or Hugo Boss or something, people really like it. And then we offer a free proof of concept in which you can experience what we are offering without paying anything. And your clients are going to like it that much that you are going to see and realize that this is going to increase your sales a lot. So that's what we did, and we have more than 100 customers already here. That way. But we want to be in the whole country. So we're seeing how can we do that, and of course at the same time social media and that. But it's more challenging here than in any other country. Competition is really strong. So I don't know, with our values and all the time knowing from where we came, we're getting there. We're gonna get there. I think we that's what we are working towards.
Yeah, no, it's so awesome to see, and the interesting about that time, I remember having a couple of those calls with your team and just kind of sharing best practices or whatever. That you as the CEO and as the leader of this organization you're so humble, and you just want to learn, and and you're willing to do the work, right? And I think and not just in where we are today as business people, but in our individual offices or our companies. I'm in my early 40s, and I'm willing to go out and to do the sales. As I told you about the Target thing, and back earlier this year, and I'm willing to do the work. And when you have a leader and you have a CEO and you have someone who's willing to do the work, it's interesting how the team feels about you and their belief in what you're doing. So I love it, man. I love it. So Nico, any tips on leadership? Any tips on managing people? You're running different countries, right? And these guys in the office are learning how to mentor one person. You're running countries. Any thoughts about how you do all that?
Yes. A lot of thoughts about that. I think that I try to be as respectful as I can with the culture of everyone, because that's something that is very personal. So I am very open to learn about the different countries that I really enjoyed, and the people that works everywhere. So as you were saying, first I try to set an example in sales, in marketing, in the passion that we have for what we do. And from there, I think what a leader has to do is try to position the talent that you have in the places that they enjoy the most, and where they can really develop their talents as better as they can. So I think at the end, the work of a leader is to service their team in order to see how they can be the best that they can do. And if they are able to develop this kind of skills, maybe you can call yourself a good leader. Okay, if the team does well, you're doing well, because the work of a leader is to serve. So I think that, and being very respectful, very I don't know, very empathetic with their situation, with their skills, with what they dream, and see how that can fit into the culture of your own company, and see how can they develop their work there.
Awesome. Very good. And well, Nico, I love this. I love it that you're on today.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thanks for the
Um,
opportunity, really.
yeah, no, and you know, listen, and just in kind of in closing and kind of wrapping up, any other thoughts just about business, life, just success? You know, obviously, I'm just so proud of you know, there's a group of us cousins that you know, in their own individual careers are really doing good things, right? And to your point, it's not just about finances, and you know, I'll never forget. You wanna share a little bit about the trip to Cartagena that we had for the wedding? Like I'll never forget that. I mean, what an incredible time.
Absolutely, absolutely. Uh, well, I think this year is maybe uh, one of the ones that we're definitely going to remember because it makes you think about what's really important. I was in Puro Sentido in Mexico when the earthquake happened. I almost got killed there, and we lost our office when that happened. I've never told you that. I've never
Oh,
told
you
you.
told me.
Oh,
I
okay.
remember you were in the building when the buildings around you were coming down. No, you told me about it.
Yes, 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 yes. So that makes you think of what's really important. So as I was telling you, I think that you have to share whatever the situation is, and if you're close to the people that really cares about, yeah, you being well, and it works both ways. That's what at the end matters. So uh, we were 2 years ago, I think it was the wedding in Cartagena, and I don't know how many of us were, but like 10 or 12 different primos with their wives and husbands, and we were just I don't know, having a lot of laughs of our grandparents, our parents, and the way we grew up. So it, it, this kind of things is the things that you remember for forever. And at the same time, as I was saying, you only live once. So if you have a chance to make it great for whatever that means to you, you have to do it. You have to do it. And even if life punches you or yeah takes you down, well, how are you going to respond to that? You know, if you have your core where it has to be and your principles where it has to be, I don't know, just start making exercise, praying if that works for you or whatever, and just keep going, believing, and of course enjoying what you do every day.
Yeah, and I'll never forget that night. So keep in mind, my our cousin got married, and her father is the guy who runs the fertilizing company, and has done incredibly well. And so, you know, first of all, the not only was the wedding a 12-hour wedding, it started at 5 p.m. on Saturday and went to 5 a.m. on Sunday, and there was three bands throughout the night. One of them was a Grammy artist from Mexico that was like a top artist from Mexico in the middle of the night. And all I kept hearing was, if you make it till 5 a.m., there's a special something for everyone who makes it to 5 a.m.
I didn't
Well,
make I didn't
I
make
did.
it.
Yeah, and for the record, Sarah and I were so tired. We went home at 1:30, came back at 4:30 just to be there at 5. We couldn't make it. We were up all day.
Yeah.
And but we got back at 4:30, and of course, you know, Tio and Aunt Nancy and everybody were there because that was their daughter getting married. And they said, okay, and it was only the cousins, right, that were left. And they said, okay, let's walk outside. And keep in mind, it was the convention center of Cartagena, which was in the harbor of Cartagena. And we walk outside, and there's a yacht waiting for us to watch the sunrise. And the party continued between 5 and 9 a.m. And all I know is that I had a flight at 11:30 that Sarah and I were like, yeah, walking onto. So it was
Awesome.
it was
That's awesome.
it was amazing. It was
Andrea
amazing.
had a baby like 1 month ago.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So it
So
was beautiful, and it continues to be beautiful. Yeah.
No, never forget that. And I thought the neatest part about that, and although we've talked about a lot of our cousins have, done well in their own right, there's obviously a couple cousins that are still trying to do their best and still trying to make it. And my uncle actually paid for all of the cousins to be there, the ones that couldn't quite financially afford it. He flew them all in so they could be there for the experience. And that was like one of the things I was like, man, how thoughtful, like how, like knowing how much it means to the group of us that are, about the same age and that are having families, to be there with everybody, to not leave anybody behind. Like that was a huge thing for me. So awesome. Nico, love it. Love you. Appreciate you coming on today. Any final thoughts for the day?
Well, I really appreciate. I didn't know your team. I don't know that much of your company. Extremely proud, and thanks again for teaching Puro Sentido how to start selling here in the US. So please keep us posted, and thanks a lot for your team for giving us the space to be here, and I hope you get to know Puro Sentido also. So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. All right, guys. Well, happy Tuesday. If everybody could take your phones off mute for a second and give Nico a round of applause for his time and effort this morning. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Much content, Nico.
Gracias.
Best energy. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
All right, guys. Have a great day. See you guys. Take care. Nico, I'll call you later.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
And my office hang back. My office hang back. See you guys.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.